Hey guys, welcome back to the video. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we have a lot of things to talk about Terra and also Terra 2.0. If you have been paying attention to the chart, both of them have started to see a healthy trend up, and especially Terra Classic after the announcement that there might be some sort of burn coming in the near future. The chart just seems to look very explosive. The circulating supply has been put a hard cap on, so now there is no more minting at all, not even a billion every 2 days. There is a lot to talk about today, but before you get into it, if you're here for the first time, you do want to stay up to date with everything to do with Lunar, I highly recommend you scroll down, tap the red subscribe button. While you're there, slap a like on the video. It is completely free to do so. It will just help the YouTube algorithm push the video out to more people. More people see the incredible side of Lunar. They decide to put their money into it, decide to put their trust into it. It starts spiking up and all of us make a lot of profit. So make sure you go down and slap a like on it. Other than that, let's get straight into it. So to begin with today's video, first of all, I want to talk to you guys about Terra Classic and show you guys something really interesting. So today it is up close to 10%, and that's really good for a lot of you guys who just invested yesterday. Now keep in mind there is a huge factor affecting this growth. First of all, there was a huge dump after the release of Terra 2.0. That's why a lot of people decided to buy in. That's one of the factors. The second thing, which we have been paying attention from 3 to 4 days, is the circulating supply. It has not been going up at all. It has been hard stuck at 6536.4, which is really good. You guys know the circulating supply, the minting was going crazy, and even when they said they have completely stopped it, it was still going up a billion every 2 to 3 days. But now it has been completely stopped, so that means any sort of investment that is done inside of Terra Classic is having a positive impact right now. And if you do decide to look over here, you guys can see since the rally yesterday, in the last 24 hours, we've been doing pretty well, as every single hour candle has closed in green just until 2 hours ago when we did decide to get a small rally backwards. And the reason for that is a lot of people probably decided to take profit, as a lot of people are starting to get scared what is going to happen with the future of Terra Classic. Now it is starting to go back up, and personally I think that we are going to make it back to the point where we started, because you guys know when the name was changed to Terra Classic, the whole of the trading view and all the other charts have been reset and started again. So I personally think that this resistance that was created around this point, which is close to 12, which was the point we were on before the release of Terra 2.0, is going to be the point where we will make it back to, and then it is going to be a small exploration point in terms of what will happen in the near future. Now if we talk about Terra Lunar right now, it is also doing very well, as it is up close to 14%. Now this is also expected, as you guys know that the whole market has slowly got all their airdrops, and now everyone who's holding onto it is going to be holding, and new people are starting to buy in. The starting price was $17 compared to there we're much lower. It's actually down close to 70%, but still I feel like coming up 14% just the second day after release is pretty significant, and it's actually a very good thing. Now the trading volume is down close to 50%, but I still think it is very early to actually make any sort of assumptions, because the coin market cap has still not done their report, and it's super early. I feel like if the first week is when everyone will be able to make the assumptions what will be happening. Now another reason why Terra Classic did decide to have such a strong pump today is this. There is a potential, so there has been a proposal that has gone through that UST will be receiving a burn. Today UST is up close to 6%. Another thing that might be getting a burn is Terra Lunar Classic. Lunar Classic or Lunar burn, will Terra burn its supply? A Terra Lunar burn was one potential recovery plan for the collapsed crypto. A Lunar of its supply was just one proposed idea to help Lunar recover, but could it happen? With Lunar's crashing, Lunar circulating supply skyrocket to 6.5 trillion. Now several of holders want to get the burn address, and you guys know our boy KWON did put it out in public on Twitter. If you did want to go ahead and send your crypto to it, you are more than welcome to do so. But he did warn a lot of people, saying hey, there was no point of actually sending it, as it is not going to make any sort of significant impact. But one thing that is good now is, because if you do decide to look at Terra Classic's circulating supply, because it is hard stuck, if people did decide to burn their tokens, send it to the address, now it is going to have a lot of positive impact. That's just my personal opinion. Compared to before, when the circulating supply kept going up, at that time it is not going to have a good impact. But right now, when it is hard stuck, if we do decide to send it to the burn edges, it is obviously going to have a positive impact. And personally, I think Terra 2.0 still has a long way to go, and Terra Classic, I know a lot of retail investors and the whales would still want to keep an eye out on it, as there is a potential that it can go completely explosive. Another thing that is positive for Terra 2.0 is Huobi, which is a very large trading platform. I'm pretty sure some of you guys also trade on it. They just made the announcement that on spot trading now you can start doing Terra Luna 2.0, and keep in mind that this is really good, because the more and more trading platforms that will allow Terra Luna 2.0 to be traded, it is going to be much easier for people to actually invest more money into it. Another thing which was also a little bit concerning, which we talked about yesterday, we have a small update on that. Terra 2.0 seemed to be having a ninja code that enforces vesting tokens of all users, even including exchanges, to be delegated to random or pre-registered validators. Now this was posted yesterday, and our boy KWON, I mean, they went on to actually show exactly that there is a ninja code, and then KWON actually responded to this by saying, hey, it's in the governance proposal that launched a new network, which obviously you didn't read. And you guys can see he is right about that. All tokens locked or vesting are stacked at Genesis and must be unbounded to become liquidity. I mean, it does make sense because they were so clear about it. I don't think it's a huge problem, because I know a lot of people were not happy about that. I mean, they're not happy about the fact that they are going to be taking the profit unless people did decide to actually unstake it and take it into their account. But I still think it's not a bad thing, as they obviously had to go some down the route. Now, talking about something else which is really interesting is this week on crypto Twitter, Farmer Brother smacking calls out Vitalik. Now, Luna 2.0 nosedives after the launch. Now, this is really interesting because they're talking about how Luna did decide to nosedive and completely crash after, you know, the release, and it's not doing incredible. But I personally think that it hasn't done as bad as a lot of people anticipated. A lot of people thought that no one would decide to invest in Terra 2.0, but it is holding on to its price, and it started to make a recovery, which is a really good thing in my opinion. Another thing is Rosegarger says Terra is just another crypto scam. I do not agree with that statement, because I still think that it was a attack and it was a mistaken problem that was created. It wasn't a scam. Scam is something that is actually being planned out and something that has taken couple of days or couple of weeks to actually put into place, but this was actually done by a third party, so I do not think it is a scam. It wasn't done by the official team. That's just my personal take on it. You can let me know down in the comment section. And finally, before I end the video, I do want to take this into consideration. Celsius network partly responsible for Terra's meltdown. Now this is interesting because analyst firm Nansen shows that the actions of multiple large holders led to the USDT collapse. The firm says one of the two wallets that withdrew 420 million from the Anchor protocol belonged to Celsius. Celsius has denied to comment on it, but this is a big claim, and at the same time this could be something that could have a huge impact on their company themselves. With out of the way, you can let me know down in the comment section. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you did, to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.